Welcome back to Houston Life. On Houston Life, we know it is never too late to chase a dream. And 89-year-old Margie Seaman is someone who truly embodies that truth.
We have been talking about her for a few weeks. Derrick even attended her book signing last month for that second book, Someday Is Our Horizon.
Yeah, and Margie is a native Houstonian, U of H grad, who after a 60-year career decided to reinvent herself in her 80s.
Margie Seaman, welcome to Houston Life.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay, you're truly an inspiration. So I got to know what inspires you. Let's start there.
Inspires our desperation by being old.
Hey, whichever way.
If I'm going to do it,
sometimes they mix.
If I'm going to do it, I got to do it now.
Yeah.
So I guess, well, really, I had a little help with one of my web clients. And he is an author, and I was doing his web page, and I saw actually he just really wrote a real book. And I mean, I was holding it in my hands, and I thought, my goodness, I could do that, because I had always wanted to be a writer when I was younger. But I'm also very lazy and taking the time to sit down, and you have to carve out the time. The time does not come. So I didn't take the time. I would just always say next year. Well, by that time, I mean, I was like 84. And I was saying next year, then it dawned on me, you know, we're kind of getting a little low on next year, so if you're going to do it, lady, you better do it now. So my friend and the client, I said something, he made a comment, and I said, that sounds like a cheesy romance novel. He said, write it. So he kind of like threw down the gauntlet. So I started writing, and before long I had 10,000 words, and I thought, my gosh, I've got a book going here. And I just carried on. I don't know why. All
Margie,
of a sudden.
The people who know you well and who have worked with you over the course of your career, no one would describe you as lazy. You spent 40 years in the marketing world. Then you started a web design company. You write something called The Gray Tripper, which encourages seniors to get out, to travel, explore the world. You're always reinventing yourself. This is actually your second book.
That's my second book. Yeah.
And so the lazy title doesn't really fit. But what is your message to someone out there who maybe feels stuck and like maybe we've all had a life goal that we just have not made time to tackle?
Well, you just hit it right there, Derrick, when you said make time. First of all, I have so many people, and this makes me feel good because I have people telling me that, you know, seeing that I have accomplished this, it's an inspiration. They feel like they can do it. And one of the people actually did finish her book. So she's waiting to get her book published. The thing is, you got to get out of the recliner. You got to stand up, go in there, carve out this time. You're going to say, okay, just like you have an appointment with yourself, go to the computer, sit down, and just start writing. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about typos. Don't worry about anything. Free write. And then see how your story is going. And the odd thing is after you get into it, your story takes over and your characters take over, and they're going to guide you.
Wow.
And they'll help you through the book. And
Make an appointment with yourself. And I'm sorry to jump in. I think that's such a powerful thing.
Totally.
You have to do it. Because otherwise, there's always something that's going to come up that's going to keep you from going in and starting the book. Life gets in the way of living.
Margie, I think you speak to so many people that have been putting something off for a really long time.
Yes.
Let's talk about your background, though, because you are, as we mentioned, as Houstonian as anyone can be.
Yes.
You grew up in the Heights.
Yes.
Did any of that shape you? What part of being a Houstonian shaped you or inspired you creative-wise?
Well, the Heights is a very creative neighborhood. I have several. After I started writing, I have been introduced to several authors that live in the Heights. We have graphic designers, we have artists, we have everything there. But as a child, I think what shaped me is that I was encouraged. I was allowed free-range thought. And I was encouraged to make stories up, and I've always made stories up. I even made stories up for my grandchildren. I was Grandma Margarita, and I had a magic ceiling fan that would take my bed up, and we'd go to different lands.
Wow.
So it's been like this all my life. And it's just, I lived in an area of creativity, a home of creativity, and an area of creativity.
It's so nice seeing these family photos from over the years. Is it true your family first came to the Houston area in 1871?
1871.
My
Yes.
goodness. And
Yeah.
so as your career has taken different directions, what have they made of that? And by the way, you were also involved in opening, what, 40 Foley's?
43 stores for Foley's.
For Foley's.
Yes,
And
for
I mean,
Foley's.
a lot of people remember the Foley's name and brand. What was your involvement helping them open those stores?
I was in charge of all the training for the various stores. So I had to go out there and set up the training classes, set up the training program, and hire the trainers, everything, or not hire them, but to train the trainers and make sure that everything was handled correctly on that side.
Oh, you were such an ace, and you're an expert in coding, POS systems, all the while, mother of 3, grandma of 7, great-grandmother of 5. So, I mean, you've been busy.
Yeah, but I've had fun.
having fun, and I really want to continue because I really want to talk about this book. So I think we should do that.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So author Margie Seaman, sit tight because we will take a quick commercial break. But after the break, we're going to get into this second book. It's called Someday Is Our Horizon. More on the book and Margie's philosophies on life when Houston Life returns. Welcome back to Houston Life. We've been chatting with Margie Seaman, native Houstonian and author who just released her second novel. It's called Someday Is Our Horizon. We still have so many questions for you. By the way, in October, you'll be celebrating your 90th
yes.
birthday.
I know, and I'm thrilled to death.
And do you have plans to release more books to celebrate that birthday?
I don't think I'll have one finished by that time. I'm working on, this is a series. This is book 2 in the series. I that's just really strange. I planned a trilogy at age 84.
I don't think it's strange at all. I don't think it's strange at all. I always like to ask, is this one, do you have to read the first one to get this one, or is this a standalone?
Well, they all stand alone, but it would be nice if you read them sequentially. But you could pick one up,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you already have in your brain, since it is a trilogy, do you already know sort of where the third book is going? Because what if you write the third one and you realize you have a fourth and a fifth?
Well, let me just tell you.
Tell us.
We made plans for that. The finishing of the third book in the trilogy will kind of be open-ended to the point that there's something that could be taken over afterwards.
I see.
So, you never know.
Okay.
You never know.
I could stick around for another 5 years, so I got to cover myself.
And that's the thing about life, right? It's like you never know. And
That's
you've just
right.
been so full. I need to know about Mario Andretti. Is there some sort of story?
Oh, yeah. I am a total race car freak and have been all my life.
Okay.
So I love F1 races. I love Indy races, NASCAR races. Well, when I was young, Mario Andretti was the person. I mean, every woman in the world loved Mario Andretti. So we went to see, my son took me up to COTA in the Circuit of the Americas in Austin. And we went to see my first Indy race.
Okay.
They had Indy cars here. And that was exciting. So we got there and I thought, oh my gosh, this is a perfect day. Well, then I'm walking down to past one of the little booths that were set up, and I did a double take. Mario Andretti was there. And he was talking to people and he was signing things. And I thought, no, this can't be true. So I went up there like a true groupie, hung on the stage, I was called Mario. So he came over and leaned down, and I have a picture. He put his arm around me. He signed my cap. And I thought, this is the end of the world. I know. This is my final thing to leave.
You guys look good.
Oh,
this is a great
and
picture.
now this man is probably a couple of years younger than I am, but I have to say he still looks really good.
He still is
both
a
do.
silver fox.
Yeah, he is a silver fox.
And I'm so happy that you got to check this bucket list item off your list. That's pretty incredible. And who knew you were a fan of racing?
Oh, I love races.
You're a dynamic person, Margie.
Truly.
My goal, Derrick and Tessa, is to sit in a Ferrari. No one would let me drive their Ferrari. So my goal is to one day sit in a Ferrari and just race the engine.
If any of our viewers can make that happen for Margie, let us know. And let her drive it as well. Okay, can we circle back to this book? So Someday Is Our Horizon. You've described this as sort of a non-traditional romance novel.
Yes.
Can you kind of give us the overview?
It's a story of a female romance writer, and she has to write a series about pirates. She knows nothing about pirates, so in a moment of desperation, she appealed to the universe to send her a pirate. Well, the universe answered and gave her a pirate in the middle of the night in her room during a thunderstorm.
Oh, dear.
So rather than being afraid, she just thought he was a figment of her imagination. So what makes this non-traditional is that, first of all, it's a romance about a senior. And you don't hear romance or see romances about seniors or read them very often. But the thing is that we get into time travel. Well, I knew nothing about time travel or anything else, so I thought I'm going to have to study because I want it to be, you know, plausible, something that could possibly happen. I read something by a scientist, Dr. Robert Lanza, very well-known scientist compared to Einstein, and he had a theory about the role of the observer and different things. So I sent him a message. And I said, I read your theories. I said, can I use some of your theories in my book? Because this is going to explain how Edward is able to travel. This man wrote me back. I could not believe it. I mean, he's Times Man of the Year at one point, and he wrote me back and said, yeah, you can use anything you want. Incredible. So now we have a love story, but we also have an explanation about time travel, about the role of the observer, about quantum entanglement. I mean, come on.
I mean, come on. These are things that you research.
I know. I had to research. Oh, yeah, that's why it takes me so long. I have to have really something that's factual.
Oh, my gosh.
So, and it's a book within a book. We read the story of Kate, and it all takes place on cruise ships because I'm a cruiser. And so the first book took place on a cruise to Panama Canal, and the second one is my cruise to Alaska. So, I mean, it's all based on, I try to base it on facts as much as I can.
Well, this is a great tease. And Margie Seaman, here, we're going to pop the books up on the screen. Someday Belongs to Us. The first one, Someday is Our Horizon. And unfortunately, we are out of time, but we are just so impressed by your career, opening 43 Foley's department stores, 40 years in marketing, a web design business, now author, 89 years old. Margie Seaman, please come back and see us anytime.
Oh, I'd love to.
We can't wait for the rest of your books.
Oh, thank you so much.
And
I
your
really
next
appreciate
adventures,
that.
too. Ferrari drivers out there, hook her up.
Or Mario Andretti.
Or Mario, if you're watching.
Call me. Reminder, Someday is Our Horizon is available now. If you'd like to connect with Margie, we have provided everything you need to know on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Just look for that scene on Houston Life section.
Okay.